Good morning, boys, on a Bears Victory Monday. Want to make sure I make that clear. Victory Monday. You wouldn't know it from some of the callers in the first hour, but it is what it is. Big win at Soldier Field yesterday. How we feeling?
It's great.
We're good, man. We found a way to win a football game. We did. A couple years ago, they beat the 49ers, and then they ended up winning 2 games the rest of the year. Everyone's like, oh, wow. Look at that. Here come the Bears. And they won 2 games the rest of the year. It's 1 week. Clean up your mess, get on the road to Houston, and find a way.
Yeah. Imagine if they would have lost Sunday.
Houston almost lost yesterday.
Yeah.
Won by 2 over the Colts in Indy. And they're a 7-point favorite. Let's go.
Shout out to the running game and the defense for holding things up. But again, it has to be, and I like that the Bears talk about team, why team is important. If someone else is not getting the job done, someone else has to. If a unit's not getting the job done, another unit has to. You got to have more of these players and units to be able to come together to help win a ball game if someone falls flat, like the quarterback and the offensive line.
Agree?
like you have to piecemeal it together the best you can to win a game. Thank God it was the Titans. Okay? Now it's Houston coming up on Sunday. That's a much better football team. Look forward to seeing that matchup. Eberflus at 8:20. Here's Shay Norling.
All right, there's a lot of concern already about Caleb Williams after yesterday's debut. I would just tell people, RELAX, please, relax.
Thank you.
Including yesterday, the last 30 rookie quarterbacks to debut in week 1 in the NFL are 5-24-1 straight up. That is a 20% win percentage. That also includes quote-unquote generational talents like Andrew Luck, who threw 3 picks in a 3-touchdown loss to the Bears in his debut as a rookie. Trevor Lawrence, who was 28 of 51 with 3 picks, some garbage time touchdowns after trailing, wait for it, 34-7 in his debut. What about the best rookie quarterback we ever saw last year, C.J. Stroud? His opening game, 28 of 44, no touchdowns, no picks, 5 sacks. 25-9 loss. Rookie quarterbacks week 1 debut always look terrible. Shot or no shot. There is no reason to be concerned about Caleb.
Shot. There is no reason to be concerned. Look, this kid did not have a good game. Donovan McNabb's first game, 60 yards, sacked 3 times. Walter Payton, 8 carries, 0 yards. Remember that?
That's a bad offensive line.
Terrible. But he's Walter Payton.
Yes.
His first game, 0 yards on 8 carries. And everyone went, oh, God, what is it? 4th overall?
Well,
He became the greatest running back in the history of the sport. Some would say the best player ever. So there's no panic. He found a way to win a football game.
the only time that there's panic, Shay, is that if it becomes a trend. It's just the first game. And again, if people just helicopter into our show or ESPN Chicago for game week, that's one thing. But we've been talking about this all summer. You know, the reason why that I think that the Bears are a 9-8 football team coming into this is because of the rookie quarterback. There's going to be ups and downs. He's going to have to learn. I'm sure he learned a lot about what happened yesterday, that you cannot hold the ball so long, that you cannot go backwards and think that you can escape. There's a lot of things there. You cannot underthrow good targets like the Bears have. You got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, and Cole Kmet on the field at the same time. You got to find a way to connect to them.
You do?
And so, again, if it becomes a trend, now you have concern. After the first game, no. Just glad that the Bears won.
I would bet you that Caleb was watching that film last night, late into the night, going through his stuff.
Punching clouds.
Yes.
about opportunities that were missed by his arm in that offensive line.
Agreed.
Shane Norling.
Even John Elway, they flashed that during the Seattle-Denver game because Bo Nix was not playing especially well. John Elway was 1 of 8 in his rookie debut. He got benched. He turned the ball over twice.
Sure.
Honestly, the best thing to take away yesterday, Caleb didn't turn the ball over 1 time.
No question.
And most rookie QBs will. Like Matthew Stafford played last night, was a number 1 pick. His rookie debut, 3 picks. Rookie quarterbacks in week 1 are pretty much universally bad. I would not overreact to it yesterday. Speaking of yesterday, the Bears won with defense and special teams. Completely absent offense. Scored 0 touchdowns, got under 3 yards per play over the entire game. But shot or no shot, the Bears winning the way they did proved how scary they'll be once the offense clicks.
Oh, it's a shot. Because of the strength of the defense, Cav. It's what we've talked about a lot, and that is that the secondary is airtight. But they're opportunistic. They're ball hawks. They have speed. They can go step for step with many wide receivers in the National Football League. From there, you take a look at the linebackers and defensive line. Again, the defensive line also still not just like a work in pro. It's not the best defensive line you find in the NFL, but boy, they're opportunistic. Hats off to Taylor. Hats off to Dexter Sr. Hats off to TJ Edwards, who had the most tackles on the team. Hey, man, look, if the offense can be able to catch up to what the defense does, you have a complete team. You have a team that can compete for the long haul.
What's amazing to me is like our caller, Fernando, who he's taking a shot at Eberflus. Oh, who called the defense? I mean, just
Silence.
Mm-hmm. Silence. I mean, come on. I mean, Fernando, that was just a dumb call. You woke up this morning and just said, I'm going to say, let me think of how I can really sound like a jackass on the radio this morning.
He chose violence.
He did.
Yeah.
He chose violence.
That's fine.
So, and it's okay, as one of our tweeters said, it's okay to be critical of Caleb. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He makes millions of dollars. He would tell you if he was sitting here with us, I was horrible. Mm-hmm. I've got to be better. And he will be better. Shay.
So shot or no shot on that, Cap. Bears showed how scary they're going to be once he's better.
Shot. That defense came to eat, man. They did not get into the past the 50 in the second half. Past the 50.
Here's Shay Norland.
Velus Jones did something yesterday that I don't think I've ever seen in my life watching football. He not only fumbled the kickoff, he then kicked the ball back to the opposing team. Like it hit the ground, and he made sure connect with his foot. Ball goes back to Tennessee, and they recover it. After that, DeAndre Carter took over as the kick returner, gave the Bears tremendous field position on his first return. He looked explosive, every bit as explosive as Velus Jones. Shot or no shot, Velus Jones should probably be done with the Bears.
That's a no shot being done with the Bears. That's a no shot. I think that's taking a step far. It's a step too far. However, I will say this about Velus Jones.
Carter, I love that you come prepped. I wish people could see.
What do you mean?
You're right, like a doctor making a prescription that no one else can read, but you can read it, and that's the point.
Yeah.
Like you come in with a yellow pad just filled with info. I love that you do that.
We had a Bears game, pal.
We did.
You think I can remember this upstairs? Absolutely not.
You want to know what I do? I carry my little recorder.
No.
Right there.
DeAndre Carter had 67 yards in kick returns. 67 yards. And after Velus Jones had his opportunity, Carter, as Shay mentioned, did very well. Here's the one thing that I would say about Velus Jones. If he's not going to be on special teams, how often are you going to sit Tyler Scott and Roschon Johnson? You know, they were inactive yesterday.
Yeah, Roschon's been banged up. He was not healthy enough to play. Tyler Scott, was he inactive? Yes.
He was.
He was inactive. It was DeAndre Carter that he missed on the long pass. I said Scott.
But that matters as far as roster composition.
No question about it.
You sitting out good. I mean, yeah, there's a number of guys that got toe injuries. I know that. Dominic Robinson was out yesterday, non-injury situation, but he was inactive. I'm just saying that Velus Jones or Tyler Scott, Velus Jones or Roschon Johnson, that matters. That matters because you're going to give snaps to Tyler you're going to give snaps to Velus Jones and not give it to Roschon Johnson when healthy, or Tyler Scott when healthy. I don't know. I don't know if that's question. I don't think that's.
That's why I said to you last break. If you had told Poles and Eberflus, and I can see the future, you're going to bench Velus the first game after he fumbles a kick, and you won't go back to him, they probably wouldn't have had him on the roster.
I'm just saying, like he had. Let's see. Velus Jones had 2 carries, good for 11 yards. His longest was 6. You know, Herbert could have done that if healthy and active. Tyler Scott probably would give you more.
Yeah, Herbert ran the ball a little bit yesterday. Yeah, Roschon Johnson
2 for 4.
Is banged up, so he did not play. But, yeah, Velus ran the ball well. 2 solid carries, caught a pass. You can't fumble a kick or you won't have a job here.
If you can't be trusted on special teams and you get the ball just a couple times in the running game and you're not going to line up as wide receiver, then I like the speed, but again, it's about time and place. Where can he flourish?
Yeah, when we talk to Matt, I want to ask him if we get time. We're so squeezed for time.
Yes.
I want to ask him if we have a chance. What do you do with Velus?
Shay Norley.
All right, we heard all offseason about the growth of Javon Dexter at defensive tackle. Yesterday, we finally got to see some of that. A third down sack on a late 3-and-out that really changed the momentum of the game after the Bears got the special teams touchdown. Levis comes back out. Javon Dexter gets the third down sack. That goes with 2 quarterback hits. Shot or no shot, if Javon Dexter can become a serviceable defensive tackle, this is a top 5 defense.
It's a shot. It could be a top 5 defense. Absolutely a shot. They have a lot of dudes on that defense. If you're going to tell me Darrell Taylor is going to be in the backfield and DeMarcus Walker, who had, what did I tell you? Hold on, my notes. DeMarcus Walker had 4 quarterback hits. If I'm getting that and they're triple teaming the Montez Sweat over there, let's go.
Yeah, I think that I asked you over under 30 sacks, and you said over.
Yes.
For this upcoming season.
Yes.
Well, that he'd be part of it. Again, it's what did you say, Jay Moore? It's Montez Sweat and the
drops.
In the drops.
Drips.
Yes, Montez Sweat and the drips. Yes. Because that's the name guy that's on there. But you get I thought that Dexter played well. I thought that Billings played well. There's a number of guys that really got to the quarterback.
No question about it. Yeah. I wrote those guys down. I shouted out Billings, Dexter, Taylor, DeMarcus Walker. That does not mean I'm not shouting out Sweat, but when he attracts that type of attention, doctor.
All stood out in a big way.
Yeah.
All right, scheduled to join us will be Matt Eberflus, the head coach for the Chicago Bears, and more of your phone calls on the Bears and their victory against Tennessee, 24-17. 312-332-3776 is our phone number. It's Cap and Jay Hood, and watch us on YouTube, youtube.com. Look for the ESPN Chicago channel.